Hi everyone, welcome back. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. Hope it's an excellent year that you're going to have ahead of you. Today, just to get us warmed in, we're starting the new year fresh. We might have been doing a little bit too much enjoying ourselves over the Christmas break, so we're just going to begin nice and slowly reintroducing our bodies back into a fresh way of moving. So to begin with, we're going to come down to the floor. In this instance, we're going to take it nice and easy. So for instance, I'm using a block instead of a tile tonight. Just use anything just to lift yourself up and out of the lower back. Maybe feeling a little more stiffer than usual if you've been sitting, enjoying yourself, watching TV, eating, etc. So we want to give ourselves a little extra support here, just to allow ourselves to feel all the movements in the body again, or maybe crack away some stiffness. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're just going to begin by resetting the body, so making sure the spine's nice and stacked. You get a nice bit of a back bend in the lower back. Your chin is slightly tucked in. You're lifting your shoulders up and away from pulling them down from the ears, pulling the shoulder blades back, and then imagining that mannequin string pulling you towards the ceiling. And we're just going to soften or close the eyes here. We're just going to refocus on regaining our nice controlled breathing, inhaling in nice and fully through the nose, and exhaling through the nose. So we're going to continue that breathing in and breathing out. With each inhale, we're just going to slow it down a little bit more than the previous breath. And as we exhale, we're going to match the length of the inhale, just slowly and controlling, allowing the breath to flow out of our nose rather than breathing in and out of our mouth. On each inhale, feel that expansion through the body. So full yogic breath begins with the inhale from the abdomen, that expansion, the lower abs or the stomach region. And once that's full, we inhale, increasing the size of the side body, really filling up. And once we're almost full, we breathe into the upper chest. That way we're really getting the full breath around the full torso. And then once we've reached the top of that, as we exhale nice and controlled, we start to deflate from the upper chest first, then the side body, then lastly into the lower abdomen, really trying to vacuum in, pulling the lower abdomen into the back body. And as we cycle around, removing all aspects of the torso, creating more of a full body experience rather than shallow breathing, which is what we're normally used to, but doesn't activate the full strength and the full range of muscles that are available to us around the lungs. So just take our time inhaling in and exhaling out. All the while, we just want to make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. We're maintaining that nice posture, keeping ourselves out of our lower back. So as we exhale, don't slump the shoulders, don't curve down as we vacuum. Really try to hold the posture and only be vacuuming in that lower abdomen. And then as we inhale and expand, you'll naturally feel whatever posture you're currently in, you'll just feel it raise a little bit further. Depending on the tightness around the shoulder, it might cause a little bit of discomfort here. But as long as it's not causing you any pain, it shouldn't be something to worry about. So we're going to sit here a little bit longer than usual in these videos, just because we just want to really ease ourselves into it. Just want to focus on sitting up nice and tall first, and then we'll slowly introduce a little bit more movement around the body. But what we want to do is ensure our foundation is there first, and then building off a solid foundation as opposed to really building it on sand. Okay, so from here we're going to do a little bit of a breathing game. We're going to slowly count up as we inhale, increasing the number as we go, and then matching that with the exhale. So we'll start by breathing in for 4, exhaling for 4, and I'll gradually increase that by 2, and we'll see how far we get today. Sitting up nice and tall, take a normal inhale and exhale. And we'll begin to inhale now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this time we'll go up to 6. So inhaling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, slowing down the breath now, we're going to go up to 8. Inhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this time we're going to go up to 10. Don't worry if you don't make it for the full duration. Just try and focus on that full expansion and see how far you can take it. Inhaling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this should get a little bit more challenging now. We're going up to 12. Inhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Really make sure you're vacuuming out on those exhales. Inhaling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're going to finish off going up to 14 this time. Don't worry if you don't make it, just a little bit of a challenge to start the year. Inhaling in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One more time, inhaling in nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and slow as you can go, exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Well done. Don't worry if you didn't quite make it there. It's just all good fun at the start of the year. Just trying to oxygenate the body a wee bit more. Just help the muscles start to get prepped for the year ahead. Okay, so from here, we're just going to take one arm overhead. Grab hold with the other arm. We're just going to introduce a little bit of a tricep stretch, opening up the shoulders and the side body, just very subtly here. Making sure we're still sitting up nice and tall, we're not rounding forward. We want to stay out of the lower back. We're just spending some time May not look like much, but we'll be just slowly easing off the muscles, making sure we're starting to get that range of motion back in. For those who might be a bit younger, this might feel a bit easier, and for those that are a little bit older, we might be starting to get a little bit of stiffness here, that unless we work it consistently, starts to seize up a little bit quicker than we once did. Myself included on that one. And then if you want to take it a little bit further, feel free to take one arm behind, maybe grabbing hold of the fingertips, maybe opposing wrists. And what that does is it just ensures it's keeping us up nice and straight. We're taking a bind, but we're also adding a stretch across the front of the shoulder here. And that way we're just reaching all parts of the side body, the shoulders, and the triceps, while sitting up nice and tall. Don't worry if you can't take a bind, feel free to use either a belt or a tie maybe, just to hold on, and over time as your shoulders release, you'll be able to claw your fingers together gradually. Otherwise, if it feels too much, just feel free to return just back to a nice tricep stretch here, sitting up nice and tall still. Then as we release, we'll just take it to the floor and lift the arms up, taking it to the other side. Creating a nice long tricep stretch. See if there's anything feels like it's sticking, see if there's a way you can just ease it, or maybe release a muscle that's not turning off. And maybe taking it again into a nice bind behind us, if that's available for you. If you've already started back exercising in the new year, well done. We're proud of you. If not, this is you just starting yourself back on that kind of journey and exploration for ahead of this year. Well done. Thank you for stopping here as you begin. For those that maybe start and feeling themselves a little bit tighter, hopefully the next series of videos over the coming weeks should hopefully allow us to start releasing up, start easing the body so we don't feel quite like we're grinding our joints as we're exercising, pushing ourselves through the inevitable weight crunch of Christmas. We want to feel good as we do these things. We don't want to feel like we're grinding against a brick wall. We want to enjoy the experience, and that way we're more likely to succeed with those goals, whatever they might be for you this year. Okay, going to release the arms down. We've done these quite a few times, but we're just going to take one elbow down to the side if that's available to you. Otherwise, just bending the elbow very slightly, keeping our chest nice and open. We're going to take our opposing arm and either just taking it up to the ceiling, or if it's available to you, maybe starting to introduce pulling it overhead, creating a nice long line. Breathing in nice and deeply, then controlling that exhale. Inhaling, coming up, then exhaling over the other side. Again, we're not doing anything strenuous here. We're just trying to ease the body open, just taking note of whatever's maybe feeling a little bit tighter or a little bit stiffer from the festive season. Just introducing a little bit of opening, especially to the side body. We usually find if we've been slumped over a couch for the last couple of weeks that everything can start stiff and our posture gets pushed out of sync. It's usually the side body that pulls us down because it all interconnects. These are quite big muscles, and if they get tight, they'll begin to pull on all the smaller muscles, such as the hip, the interface into the hips, maybe the arms, the shoulders. Okay, coming up. And from here, we're just going to start reaching forward, maybe using the floor in front of us just to pull ourselves to the ground. If it's available to you, maybe pulling out nice and stretched. So it's very similar to child's pose here, except we're keeping our legs crossed, pushing the bum back, maybe getting our forehead to the ground. And inhaling, coming up. Then we're going to take our arms behind us, fingers pointing forward. Just going to take them maybe just a little bit wider than hip width behind us, or if you're like myself, you're up on a block, you might just need to go onto your fingertips, depending on how you feel here. And then we're just going to pull the shoulders back, and we're just going to lift our hips up, keeping our legs crossed if that's available to you. We're just pushing through, starting to get a little extension through the front body, really pushing through the glutes. So it should feel like a bit of a subtle bridge here, or a bit more subtle camel pose. Depending on how your arms are feeling, you might feel a little bit of a stretch through the biceps and the forearms. Then exhale, come down. Then we're just going to do that one more time. Again, take our arms to our side. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Then on an inhale, again, lifting our hips up, pushing through the glutes, starting to introduce a bit of a stretch across the front body. Maybe start to feel a little bit in the hip flexors, maybe in the abdomen, maybe in the fronts of the shoulders, really opening up the chest. And then exhaling, resting back down. Then from here we're going to come on to bringing our legs out in front of us. Again, if we've got any sort of cushioning or block we want to sit on, just giving ourselves a little extra leverage here. Just as we start, we just perch the corner of the bum on the corner of whatever it is we're sitting on. That just introduces a little bit of assistance into that pelvic tilt. And from here, going to keep the arms up, legs up nice and straight, toes pointing up. I'm just going to inhale, bring our hands overhead. And as we exhale, we want to start rolling, so we're aiming to lean forward, not down. We're rolling ourselves forward till we can catch whatever's available to us. Maybe it's just our tops of our shins, maybe our ankles, or if you can get there, maybe holding on to our big toes with our middle and index finger. We're going to inhale, come up to a flat back, open up the shoulders. Then exhale, start to continue to reach forward. If you can't quite get your abdomen to rest on your glutes, feel free to just introduce a little bit of a bend in the knees, because we want to rest part of our torso on our quads. Otherwise, feel free to stretch out, imagining that mannequin string is now pulling you to the wall in front of you. As you inhale, feel that expansion across the back body. Maybe the intensity of the stretch increases a little bit. Then as we exhale, see if there's some room, maybe as you vacuum out your lower abdomen, there's a little bit more room just to subtly fold a little bit forward. Don't push it if there isn't. If you can nice and softly just ease into it, feel free to. Otherwise, if you're as far as you can feel, you can comfortably go today. don't worry about it. Just hang out where it feels nice today. Okay, from here we're just going to sit up, and to finish with, we're just going to come onto our fronts. We're just going to do a little bit of extending through the front body. So coming onto our fronts, heads on the mat, shoulders are going to come in front of us into Sphinx pose. We're just going to bring the chest up nice and proud, pulling the shoulders back away from the ears, just introducing a little bit of a stretch to the upper back. Breathing nice and deeply here, making sure our arms are at 90 degrees. Really try to push in that full inhale. Obviously not if it makes you uncomfortable. But we want to increase the intensity of the stretch very slightly using the breath. And on the exhale, see if we can get a little bit more of a bend here. Then on our next exhale, we'll lower ourselves down, bringing our arms just to our low ribs. We're going to inhale in, keeping our hips firmly placed on the mat. Just going to come up just a little bit. Maybe you still need to keep the elbows bent here. Just introducing the stretch further down the body, or the back body. And then exhale, come down. Then lastly, keeping the toes tucked under, or maybe flat-footed on the tops of our feet, whichever feels comfortable. Going to inhale in nice and strong, just an upward facing dog. Continue to breathe nice and deeply here, keeping the shoulders back and away from the ears. Really feeling just the weight of the body, intensifying that stretch. Don't try to fight. But again, if you're hyper flexible here, you might want to try engaging the backs of the legs here. We don't want to be sinking into a point where it might cause ourselves a little bit of pain or a little bit of damage. We want to keep everything nice and controlled. If you're quite a naturally tight person like myself, then just feel free to just hang in this position. Otherwise, if you're a little bit hyper flexible, just try to engage the glutes a little bit. Just adding a little bit of protection, a little bit of strengthening work around this area. And then exhaling, coming back down. And on an inhale, just very slowly lift ourselves back up. Coming back to a nice comfortable seated position. Crossing the legs again. Coming back to where we are. Softening the eyes if that feels comfortable. Ensuring we're sitting up nice and tall again. Stacking the back. Ensuring we're lifting ourselves out of our lower back. Shoulders down and away. Tucking the chin. And that mannequin string pulling us nice and tall. Just feel free to continue breathing here. And thank you for joining me today at the start of the year. This is just as I said at the beginning of the session, just a little bit of an introduction, a little bit of a restart to the body. Nothing strenuous, just trying to get the routine back on track again. And from here, hopefully over the course of the year, we'll be able to explore a little bit further, see how far we can take things. But for today, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the festive period as it comes to a close. I hope you have a good 2024 ahead. Thank you. Namaste.